Welcome back, everyone. The Google Pixel 6 actually ended up just coming out, so let's go and take a look at it against the Google Pixel 3 and see which one you should pick up. Now, the Pixel 3 came out in 2018, and the Pixel 6 just came out. You can see there's a massive difference between these two. Now, if you want to pick up the Pixel 6, I'll leave a link down in the description below. You can get them from there and help support the channel at the same time. Now, starting off with the front, the Pixel 6 actually has a much bigger display than the Pixel 3. So the Pixel 3 had a 5.5-inch OLED panel on the front. The Pixel 6 now has a 6.4-inch OLED panel, so definitely a pretty big difference. It's crazy that these are the base models, and they've only been getting bigger and bigger throughout time. Now the design is a little bit different too, so the resolution is the same, so 1080p. The Pixel 6 has a hole punch display. The Pixel 3 had a little bit of bezel around it. It's not a big deal, but it is a little tiny thing. The Pixel 6 looks much better, but it is a overall much bigger phone though, so definitely do keep that in mind. As you can see, the Pixel 3 still had that little squeeze thing on it. USB Type-C on the bottom, no headphone jack on either one of these phones. In terms of thickness and thickness, you can definitely tell that the Pixel 6 is a little bit of a thicker phone. The 3 was actually a pretty thin phone, to be completely honest, but the Pixel 6 is definitely a little bit thicker when it comes down to it. And on the back, we have a much different setup than you may expect. So no fingerprint sensor on the back of the Pixel 6 because there is a fingerprint sensor built into the display, which is beautiful. Aluminum back on the Pixel 3, a full glass back on the Pixel 6, which looks beautiful, with a little bit of color up top too, which looks really good. A dual camera setup on the Pixel 6, single camera setup on the Pixel 3, although it does have a dual camera setup on the front, which is very weird. And build quality is very good on both. Well, the Pixel 6 is much better than the Pixel 3. IP certification on both, power button on the side. And I will definitely tell you, the Pixel 6 is a much better looking phone, and it definitely feels more like a flagship nowadays. I guess when the Pixel 3 came out, maybe it was like the best of the best at that time, but it's definitely been a little bit of a switch up, and the Pixel 6 is definitely a far better looking phone. It looks more like a Galaxy Note nowadays. On top of that, you have a 90 Hz refresh rate on this panel. The Pixel 3, 60 Hz, but it really isn't even that bad on the Pixel 3, to be honest. And I'm happy this phone's still getting software support. This one's on Android 12 right now too, so I'll definitely tell you when it comes down to both, the Pixel 6 definitely looks far better. But in terms of longevity, the Pixel 3, it's been out for a minute. It's been out for a couple of years now, and I think it's going to be getting like one more version of Android, and then that's it. So you're already pretty much outdated with this phone, which is kind of sad. The Pixel 6, on the other hand, is just getting started. This phone literally just came out. It's going to be here for many more years. And, even after that, you're going to be supported probably with custom ROMs and stuff. And that's the good thing with the Pixel 3. There are a lot of custom ROMs and stuff out for this phone. So you can easily go and just pick up this phone and, install a custom ROM on it. So I think that's really cool. But in my opinion, the Pixel 6 kind of wins in terms of really everything we've talked about so far. So now let's go and do a speed comparison between both these phones. The Pixel 3 has that Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 chipset inside of it with 4 GB of RAM, where the Pixel 6 has that Google Tensor chipset, the brand new Google Tensor chipset with 8 GB of RAM. So let's go see which one is the faster phone between these two models. Okay, there we go. All the apps are cleared out in the background, as you guys can tell. So let's get into it. Let's do phone calls, 3, 2, 1. And I think about the same thing was kind of weird. Messages, 3, 2, 1. I think the Pixel 6 was slightly faster. We can go into the Play Stores, 3, 2, 1. And like I mentioned, both are on Android 12. I think the Pixel 6 may have been a little bit faster there. Scrolling through, you can kind of see kind of the same thing. There's not really a big difference here. Actually, I think the Pixel 6 is slightly faster, but they both are kind of looking the same. They kind of glitch out the same. We can even try going into their settings, which I would find kind of interesting, 3, 2, 1. And definitely, yeah, the Pixel 6 is far faster there. Hopping out of this one, as always, we have a bunch of these third-party apps we can go get into. Now with Temple Run 2, they both kind of glitched up, so we're going to go ahead and try this 3, 2, 1. I can't believe that actually worked out. So this app's been crashing though on pretty much all the phones, including these two. So I don't know what it is with Android 12 that keeps crashing with these apps. So with the Pixel 6, it looks like it's kind of going through. The Pixel 3 was substantially behind the Pixel 6. So a massive thing to keep in mind. It looks like both of them are kind of going through though, which is fine. And you can see massive difference between these two. So the Pixel 6 definitely wins there for sure. We can do Snapchat, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think the Pixel 6 was faster. Twitter, 3, 2, 1. Yep, Pixel 6 definitely faster there as well. Hopping out of this one, let's go and do Stack, 3, 2, 1. And definitely, again, the Pixel 6 far faster than the Pixel 3. Let's go and do Dune, 3, 2, 1. And again, the Pixel 6 is faster, but I will tell you, the Pixel 3 wasn't even like that far behind when it came down to it, which is kind of interesting. So Again, Pixel 6 apps are crashing all over the place, which is very annoying. Swapping out of this app, let's go and do BOFA, which I don't have. Oh, I do have 3, 2, 1. And again, Pixel 6 faster, Pixel 3 a little bit slower. Quizlet 3, 2, 1. Again, Pixel 6 faster. Pixel 3 again a little bit behind, but nothing super crazy. I'm totally okay with it. And we can try something like, I think that's pretty much all the apps that I have. But to be honest, you can kind of tell which one is the faster one. The Pixel 6 has been consistently faster than the Pixel 3, and I think that's a great thing. But to be honest, the Pixel 3 is still kind of doing pretty decent. I'm kind of surprised. Both are kind of messing up at the same times. There was a lot of app crashes that were going on before. It seems like both are actually pretty decent, but I do think the Pixel 6 is faster. But I don't know, maybe I was expecting a bigger difference between these two, which maybe, well, the RAM management is definitely better on the Pixel 6. So when it comes down to that, that kind of covers up the speed comparison. Now let's go and quickly hit on the cameras. Now on the back, like I mentioned, dual camera setup on the back of the Pixel 6, which is a really good camera, wide and ultra-wide sensor. You can do 4K at 60 on the back of the Pixel 6. The Pixel 3, single camera setup on the back, only a wide-angle lens. You do have 4K at 30, but unfortunately no 4K at 60. The front cameras, though, are kind of the same, but the Pixel 3 may be a little bit better because you do get kind of a dual camera setup, a wide-angle lens and an ultra-wide sensor. The Pixel 6 only gets one camera, which is kind of interesting. Now, in terms of the cameras themselves, I'm pretty sure everyone knows this, but the Pixel 6 is going to be the far better camera here. You have an extra camera setup, but you also have a much better camera overall. The quality is going to be better, and Google has spent a lot of time at, kind of showcasing to us what the new Google Tensor chipset has. And in my opinion, I'm really excited about it. And even from now, it kind of seems like it's a little bit better. I mean, I'm going to do a full camera comparison between these two, but I can tell you if you have a Pixel 3, going up to a Pixel 6 is definitely going to be giving you a much better camera experience. The stability, though, I mean, it seems kind of the same. Both camera UI, actually, I think the Pixel 3 UI looks a little bit smoother overall, which is very weird. But when it comes down to it, the Pixel 6 is definitely the far better camera for sure. The Pixel 3 is still pretty decent, but the Pixel 6 wins without a doubt. So to be completely honest, I will definitely tell you the Pixel 6 is the phone I would highly recommend you guys to pick up. The Pixel 3 isn't super far behind though, which is very weird, but the Pixel 6, you're getting, almost dropped it, you're getting a much better build quality, way better camera setup, wireless charging, reverse wireless charging, way better battery life on this phone, the newest Google Tensor chipset, a longer lasting phone. I mean, better build quality. I mean, this phone just has it all. The Pixel 3 to the Pixel 6 is a beautiful upgrade for sure, and I think this is the one update that just makes the most sense to me. Now with the Pixel 3, like I mentioned, I think this phone is still kind of relevant. It has some things going for it. It isn't completely outdated, but I mean, it's pretty much there. With software, I mean, they're on the same software version, but sooner than later, they're going to be outdated, and you're pretty much going to be in a better situation if you just go and upgrade to a Pixel 6. But I still think if you have the Pixel 3, you can make it last for like another year, possibly. But just keep in mind that the Pixel 6 is waiting for you, and it's a really good upgrade for sure. So in terms of that, that pretty much covers up this comparison. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.